Could you have made it to this level if we weren't buying your crappy bargain basement Adidas S. shoes, your discount Polo Rockaware, your bootleg Hennessy Douce? Music is currently up. The typical results post-Grammys. See, the Grammys are for the people who don't follow music day to day. They allow the boardroom of the Academy to dictate how they feel about music. So when they put on these extravaganzas, the hype is guaranteed but pointless because these people immediately go back to sleep. Let me ask you, can you name one person on the Academy board? You know, those who give away these awards. How much do these people actually know about hip-hop culture? Seeing how the Grammys went down, they clearly don't know much. Let's start with the MF Doom shout out that wasn't in all caps. That's like saying my favorite sporting magazine was Espin. And this one's for all the people that's going to say, see, that Nas King's Disease was good because it won. You realize they made my point, right? The people too blind to give Stillmatic, The Blueprint, The Chronic 2001 gave one to Nas's lesser albums? Congratulations though, Nas. This was a tragedy that you have gone this long without one, but this was clearly not your best work or the best of the year. But F it. Take that Grammy and run with it like Derrick Henry. We saw Cardi B do a full strip show. If I wanted to see an over-the-hill stripper, I would have went to Leather and Lace. This is where having talent matters. She has hit songs, but her variations of a performance only comes with a pole. There's a limit to what plastic surgery and tummy tucks can do. Comes a point where it's no longer sexy and you have to rely on your performance skills, and she doesn't have them. Megan Thee Stallion won Best Rap Song, Best Rap Performance, and Best New Artist, in which I saw that one coming from a mile away going back to the Hot Girl Summer. She was easily the most hyped and promoted for this entire year. Billie Eilish, who won the Record of the Year, went full Macklemore and said that she should have won that. Congratulations, Mag. This is something that very few rap artists have ever done. 3 in 1 year. Man, Drake only has 4. Lil Wayne only has 5. Can you become a better musician is my challenge though. See, you were the new flavor of the year that went with how the media tried to change the subject from the uprisings that were going down in the streets. Now I need to see progression towards being about more than just sex. See, Lauryn Hill won 5 in one night and has 8 right now. You have the potential for greatness, but a lot of work to go. Now add 4 more to Beyonce's total. I actually did enjoy Doja Cat's I, Robot performance. The Little Richard tribute should have been so much more, but they did it justice during a pandemic, and also the Temptation style throwback for the Leave the Door Open was fire. Like every year the music world stands still when this event happens, but now that it's over, we can get back to quality music, hopefully. But let's go ahead and look at some of the most active stocks for this week. Kanye West is up. The short-term volatility of this stock is ridiculous. Just 2 weeks ago, Kanye announced his divorce and people were all down on him. If you remember, I told you to buy this stock because this stock always bounces back at certain resistance points. If you don't believe, this is a good point to sell high. See, we haven't seen the lows yet, and this is misleading news that is jumping this stock up. The news being that Gap has decided to collaborate with Kanye, and people are valuing this at $1 billion. On top of cash, assets, the Yeezy line, and his connection to the Kardashians, he is valued as the richest black man in US history at $6.6 billion. See, this is comical. First of all, Kim is taking half of everything thanks to the 4 kids, whose names are, what, South by Southwest or something like that? Do you really think Kanye has $1 billion on hand? Do you really think he has that much in assets? Do you have any idea how much $1 billion actually is? Do you really think the Gap would give Kanye West $1 billion? The man who has had more mental breakdowns than Britney Spears. It's one thing to be appraised for it on paper, it's another thing to actually have it. These are just number games that people play to prop up a stock so they can sell it off. Gap wants this to be successful, so why not feed the hype machine? People who don't know any better will put everything they have on this because they've seen it on the internet. I'm still buying this stock, but not at this price. Eventually, the problems this stock is experiencing experience will catch up with it and it will flash crash. Buy low and sell high. This is your moment to sell if you don't want to see this stock being drugged through the mud. But I believe it's all downhill from here no matter what positive news comes out after this point. G Eazy is down for being associated with a story that came out detailing paying for streams on the black market. It's funny because mainstream news is just now figuring this out. So artists can send out one tweet and the streams will break records. You don't see anything wrong with that. If that were actually a thing, then artists who go from mainstream back underground would still have the same amount of fame, right? T.I. still has 9 million followers. Why did Libra only get 23,000 equivalency sales in the first week? These people are clearly misreporting the earnings reports, and you turn a blind eye to it because you think that this is how this works. They are saying that 200 million streams a month cost $50,000 to do. 1 million YouTube streams go for $12,000. And they've already made over 100 songs make it to the Billboard Hot 100. Now in 2019, record labels came together to create the Code of Conduct against manipulating stream numbers. And this is a true document signed by the heads of all the majors, plus Amazon and more. So you're telling me the people who stole the masters of entire generations are policing themselves on the honor system not to steal? I am shocked. I didn't see this one coming. I hate to put this all on G Eazy's feet because he may not have had anything to do with it, but it was his management that got caught speaking about this for his latest project at the time, where this conversation happened about 2 years ago. It is only just now being released. See, they are using auto-generated bot accounts to play songs, making at least 40 new playlists for them to play a week, promising premium listens, which add more value because it means that these are paid subscribers, claiming that they bought at least 8,000 albums for a previously known act. They are so sophisticated that when Spotify shuts down their playlist, Spotify doesn't even know what businesses is behind this playlist. This is wholesale fraud and market manipulation. If this were me, the feds would have crashed through the ceiling like they did of Gotti, Suge Knight, and Jay Prince. But these are allegations for them. They can't be proven even if they have a whole recorded conversation. I never had interest in this stock from its inception and always knew it was overinflated because the skill level just never met with the hype. Just throw this stock away. Jay-Z is up from not only selling the majority of Tidal to Twitter's CEO, but also Ace of Spades to LVMH. LVMH being a luxury conglomerate that has a huge stake in Gucci. They own Hermes, Dom Perignon, Hublot watches, Givenchy perfume. These people are behind a lot of luxury goods, a lot of luxury retailers, and more that you've come to know as overpriced. Now, Jay-Z finally did some press about it, and I don't know how you feel about it, but I'm selling this stock high and never coming back. See, it was Jay-Z's explanation that rubbed me the wrong way, even though I already knew that this is how this stock operates. Stating, as I quote, "This isn't a celebrity brand, it's a luxury brand. It's a brand to be taken seriously, not a rapper's brand. Says a rapper who owes everything that he's done to rap. If academics is calling you out for being a sellout and he's actually right, then you are next level with the butter biscuits. Why is it that you hold such disdain for the craft that gave you your identity? Could you have made it to this level if we weren't buying your crappy bargain basement Adidas S. shoes, your discount Polo Rockaware, your bootleg Hennessy Douce, your off-brand Cristal Ace of Spades, your low-budget Spotify Tidal? It was our love for your music that made you who you are. If it wasn't for us, you would be a scamming telemarketer making a commission, but you disrespect your origins and your people for what? The next check? Being worth on paper 1.4 billion. As I've already said, being worth $1 billion on paper isn't the same as actually having it. Mark my words, Jay. These people you love so much are going to take this wealth back. Bill Cosby was here back in 1992 when he was positioning himself to buy NBC. You probably think that you're too smart for the same thing to happen to you, but newsflash, you're not. And the only people that would have your back are those that you said aren't respected. Instead of building the culture to the next level, you sold it to the highest bidder and used your clout with us to push their agendas. You are the Judas and the Black Messiah. If I'm here to see it, I will throw gasoline on this stock when they decide to burn it.